Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. It's TPM5 with another NBA video. In this one, I'm going to be discussing a trade that involves the Miami Heat and the Dallas Mavericks. Obviously, Tim Hardaway Jr. and Kyle Lowry being at the forefront of the deal. So, without further ado, let's get into the video. So I'm going to show you the mock trade here that I've put together. It involves the Heat receiving Reggie Bullock for obviously 2 years, 20 million. However, next year, Reggie Bullock's deal is partially guaranteed, so the Heat can opt to get out of around half of the money he's owed for next season, and then Tim Hardaway Jr.'s deal for the next 3 years, which progressively gets lower and lower as the years goes on, with his final year being worth 16.2 million. And the Mavs will be bringing in Kyle Lowry for the next 2 seasons, with his salary trending in an upwards direction, peaking at 29.7 million next year. So I guess the rationale, and there's many versions of this trade you can do. You can involve picks, you can involve Dorian Finney-Smith, who's also been another name linked to head to the Heat as well. So as reported by Adam Barai of The Basement Sports. So looking at it from the Heat perspective, you have Tim Hardaway Jr., a guy who can definitely stretch the floor. That's something he's pretty good at in the league at the moment. Currently shooting 36% from 3 this season on 8 shots per game. Now, as you guys know, the Heat with Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo this year have had a pretty lackluster bench. So if you can bring in a guy like Tim Hardaway Jr., who not only helps them shoot threes better, they're currently 25th in the league in 3-point percentage, but you can also shore up their bench as well with the Heat currently second last in the league with in bench points. So bringing in a guy like Tim Hardaway Jr. can kind of play similar minutes to Kyle Lowry, obviously completely different players, and also bringing in Reggie Bullock, who can be another rotational piece, who again the Heat have been interested in, gives them, you can trade away probably 30 minutes a night of play or 33 minutes a night of play and bring in potentially 45 minutes, just helping to condense that rotation, and then obviously improve bench scoring and 3-point scoring as well. And then there's obviously the fanciful, links and, the romance, Heat fans have of, the son of Tim Hardaway Jr. coming back. And obviously, Tim Hardaway Jr. played for the Heat and made the All-NBA first team in 1997. But now moving on to the Dallas Mavericks, breakdown for the trade, mock trade. So obviously trading out 2 guys that, playing the rotation is hard. But you have a guy like Kyle Lowry now, who not only were the Mavs interested in 2021 free agency, when obviously Kyle Lowry signed that 3-year deal with the Heat, they were runners-up according to many sources. He's a guy that averaged 13 points and 6 assists, and he's been serviceable for the Heat. And I think not only is it age, but I think a change of scenery might benefit Kyle Lowry. And you look at the issues with the Dallas Mavericks this season, and I mentioned they're very, they're very Luka-centric, and that really shows. And they're the last team in the league when it comes to assists at 21.7 per game. And we take Luka Doncic around, who's averaging around 9. That's 12.7 assists across per game across 14 players. So you do the math there; it's not very good. So adding Kyle Lowry, while sacrificing the scoring of Tim Hardaway Jr., adds extra, playmaking next to Luka. And a lot of people make that argument that Luka needs to be the focal point, and he does, but it can give him the chance to take a couple plays off and have someone next to him. It's not like when Dennis Smith Jr. was there and they traded him. Luka's developed now; he actually needs help because he can't keep getting 60-point triple doubles and these crazy games, because in the long term that won't win. It won't win championships, which is obviously why they play. And Luka's a very competitive guy like that. And then also for the Mavs, you look at it like this: you're trading these 2 long-term deals, especially with Tim Hardaway Jr. Kyle Lowry will be there for next season. And if it doesn't work out, you can let him go, or you can potentially even move him as an expiring deal, and find ways to improve the team through that. So then, for the Heat overall, you're looking at it, 25th around that mark in offensive rating. You bring in 2 guys that, if they're firing, can really, help them out, bring spacing. And you look at the Mavs, Lowry's not a slouch on defense either, so he can really help on that end. So I think this deal will be interesting. Obviously, we have to, wait and see. A lot of rumors come up and may not happen. It's that kind of time of the year. But I definitely think there is some, merit to this deal. Obviously, Tim Hardaway Jr. has been shopped around a bit. But obviously now I want to hear your guys' thoughts in the comments section. And yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Peace.